was going to happen.
Which was
I'm
what?
gonna just do this though. Pink. Ooh. Shoot.
What are you trying to do?
Sign in.
Oh. I've been signing into my Instagram on there, so I can always do that.
Well, I'm just trying to get into the laptop.
Oh. I know the password if that's your problem.
Yes.
Okay. Let me just get back there and do it. Hang on. Let me get us up on
did I get it?
Instagram. Did you guess it right?
Maybe.
Probably not. Let's take a wild guess. Probably not.
It's thinking. It's thinking.
Thinking. Might mean 3 days. Nice. Oh, this is the worst part, though.
What up, Gray Bush? I gotta turn that audio down. What up, Jesse? It's your boy, T-Bone, Tommy. Bink, bink, bink. Restore pages?
No.
No. Okay. Gray Bush, how are you sexy mother lovers doing? Quoting from Brandon Barberba, the AK guy. I'm doing all right. Middle of the week, rested up.
We are excited because this week is Bull Bash. Air horns.
It is the week of Bolt Bash.
It is this Saturday. Be here or be square.
Square gang.
Square gang. Gang on the squares.
Oh!
Hey, you got a square.
You got to square. Squared it up. Square up. Square up.
We're up. Let me get some music going for us. Oh, my office is a mess.
Yeah, it is, because all of the Bolt Bash giveaway stuff is in here right now.
Yeah, we're giving away so much stuff for Bolt Bash. It's insane, guys. Come be here for it.
It's so insane that we had to transfer everything out of your office to set up the cameras and equipment, which is why we're late. So we
No
can,
other reason.
nothing else.
There's no other reason why we're late.
Let's get some rat jazz going.
I'm trying, man. I'm trying.
I know.
I'm all over the place.
I'm also just like vocally just putting something out there, just so it's not like dead quiet.
You're vocal stimming?
And I'm just awkwardly just sitting here.
Or just vocal stimming a little bit?
Not really.
Oh, what is up? What is up? Who all are we going to see at Bolt Bash this week? Who are we going to see? I'm excited. Gray Bush, apparently I'm not going to see you since you're square. That's very sad. I am upset to hear that.
Square gang.
Square gang.
Square up.
Bro, what?
Rat jazz don't want it.
Why buffering? Why buffering like that, though?
The cold hard tooth.
Squeak, 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 squeak. Bro, what are we doing?
Refresh.
Dude, I don't understand.
We got some Brazilian flags. Poppins in the chat. Sup, dudes? Did you get the package in time? We did. We actually got it yesterday, and I think Ross is grabbing some stuff right now to show and flex what we've got from Poppins Patches this upcoming weekend. With your Supreme hat? Or cap?
I'm double cupped. I'm double cupped up, baby.
Double capped up. Double capped up, square. Oh, are you square capped up?
I'm square capped, baby. Straight 90 degrees on them.
Cap squared.
Someone needs to say something. Family and bills. That's fair. That is fair, man.
Yeah, I feel that. Taking care of family and taking care of bills.
It coming from Montana would take a minute. It would, but it'd be worth it. It'd be worth it. See you at Bolt Bash, nerds. Yes, we will, E-House. We are very excited.
We've already figured out exactly where you're going to sit.
We're so excited. Yeah, I'm putting you next to Talon all day. You get to talk to Talon. He's going to tell you about the invention of bullpups in Croatia.
The inception of militant bullpups, starting with the Boer War, actually, starting back in the 1899s. and I can talk about Alexander Thorncroft and his mounted infantry and how they wanted to come up with a conception of a firearm that would work well and balance well when on horseback.
It's a good thing we don't ride horses anymore, huh?
Yeah. It's a good thing we're not going to talk about that.
We're not going to talk about that. He's going to save all that information for you to come and ask him at Bolt Bash.
Yes. I'm only going to tell you, Eric.
Yes.
No one else gets to know.
I actually love what he said, though. He said, I'm going to info dump about non-AI generated metal and its subgenres. He needs to hear it. He needs to learn. He needs to learn, all right? Get him off the AI stuff. It's bad. It's bad for you.
It's funny, though.
It's bad for your brain, though. It's like watching morning cartoons when you're a kid.
Like all the Sora
It'll
stuff that's
turn your
popping up.
brain to mush. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, not all the AI memes that I send you.
People said, wow, someone is about to go off on autism. That's you.
So I'm about halfway through this 500-page book about bullpups specifically, the British bullpups specifically, the L85 specifically. So it's not just about all bullpups; it's about one bullpup.
It's gotta be. It's gotta be. You go too many, it gets too confusing.
And then I'm like, you know what? I don't feel like I'm already halfway through this book, and I'm like, I already want more. So I'm already looking at purchasing more books about the EM2 and some of its test trials between the UK and the US in the 1950s.
I'm not gonna stop you. I'm not.
Hey, you know what? A real quick fun fact. So 1950s U.S. test trial, leading into the 1952s, it was the T-44, which would turn into the M14. It was a version of the FAL, the FN Herschel Carabine Universale, the Universal Carbine, and the British EM2, which would influence the L85. So it was those three firearms pitted against each other with the M1 Garand as the control substance, and none of the three rifles that were put up to test trial for a NATO Universal standardized infantry weapon system could hold up against the M1 Garand. So what they did between 1950 and 1952, the U.S. got the permission to produce the FAL in the United States, and they called it the T-48. So that way on paperwork, they're like, oh, we've got the T-44 and the T-48, which if you look at photos of the T-48, it's just the FAL. And they're like, it didn't perform nearly as good against the M14 predecessor. We're not going to adopt that.
That's very fair. What year was this?
1950 to 1952.
Oh, dude,
At Fort
we had
Benning,
no reason to be making bullpups at that time period, man. We were past that.
What about 1899?
1899, sure. They can be. They're still messing with things. They're still trying to figure it out. You know, they're putting mags on top of guns. They're figuring things out still, right?
Yeah.
1950s, no, we're over that. We're past that.
Which is actually really funny because talk about the new caliber for the SIG.
Oh yeah.
It's
the
the 277 Fury. Mm-hmm. You know what the EM2 originally was slated to be set for?
What, the same thing?
280.
Ah.
Unironically, the British were so close.
So we don't need it. We're fine with our 7.62-5.56. I don't need it. I'm going to say it right now.
Which is actually what they were testing in the 1950s at Fort Benning and Aberdeen testing grounds.
The FAL would have been so much better than the M14, but the M16 would still have unseated it. Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
I would agree with that.
Yeah.
Obligatory magnet comment. Thank you for that, Ross, although we are upset that you're not going to be here for Bolt Bash. So.
Shout out to the guys representing from Brazil.
Yeah, for real. Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate your support. Greybush said, I could sit here and listen to you, Talon, but I don't know about everyone else.
Do we need to do an amped after hours where it's just me rattling on about Cold War small arms?
Yeah, dude. No, we'll do the amped ASMR channel, and it's you rattling on about small arms.
And then I have to break every once in a while for ADHD with my little clicker.
Yeah.
Back to the Cold War.
All right, come on. Come back to us. You're waking up. 30-06 is the shit, true. Patton was right about the M1 Garand.
I think it worked really well for the time period and the environment that it was utilized in.
That's fair. Yeah, that's fair.
The British were adamantly against, well, the British government was adamantly against select fire or even semi-automatic. So it took a long while for the British
Why?
to even be able to like get behind the semi-automatic.
Interesting.
Like the FAL was designed to be a select fire between semi and auto.
Yeah.
So the British got the FAL specifically only in semi-auto. It was not a select fire variant.
It's lame.
Yeah.
British.
Fishing ships and bottles of water.
Yeah, bottle of water. Yeah, I don't know, man. That's weird.
No.
We got a Gamba comment.
Gamba.
Gamba, that's for video games, man.
Gamba.
I've been playing a lot of Battlefield 6 recently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How is that doing?
Yeah, it's good. It's fun. I mean, it's an arcade shooter, you know. I get bored, and the map rotation is so bad. Like back in Battlefield 4, they had it like set so like you were on a map, and it was like, okay, I know what map's next after this.
Yeah.
I know that this map comes next after that, and I know that I'm gonna get this map in another 6 games or whatever. Dude, I swear, it's like every other map I'm getting the same thing. They have no map rotation.
Yeah.
And I'm like spawning a conquest to use vehicles, and I get all their New York City maps which have no vehicles, and it's like, it'll just give it to me like in a row, over and over. I'm like, give me a different map.
Yeah.
It's the worst part of the game by far.
That's how I feel about War Thunder, ironically. Whatever their most recent update was, it's like the same map back to back. It's not even like the cool like swapping sides or changing like objectives. It's still 3 objectives to capture, and you're spawning on the same side.
Yeah. Well, see, in War Thunder though, part of it for me is it's a bit less about the maps. You can get away, like the maps don't make as, like there's definitely some maps that suck. But like for the most part, you can kind of get away with playing on any of the maps and you can kind of play the same. But like Battlefield, there's some maps where you just like, the gameplay is so unplayable depending on the map. And you know, they'll do it though where like you won't even swap sides. You'll be like attacking side on New York and then you'll be attacking side Brooklyn and then they'll put you attacking side New York again. And I'm like, okay, I had that twice.
Yeah.
Like,
some variety, please.
Like, what are we doing? Yeah, it's pain. It's pain, but I've been having fun.
Also watching gameplay.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Having the sledgehammer and then busting through the floor like it's Rainbow Six Siege.
Yeah, it also doesn't make sense.
Personally not about that.
It also doesn't make sense that like me with the sledgehammer in my hands, I run faster than with my rifle.
Yeah.
Like I slung my rifle, I pulled out my sledgehammer, and now I'm running faster. Like, okay, sure. Yeah, they messed up some easy things in Battlefield 6. It makes you wonder. They really did, which is sad because I'd say the overall core state of the game is there, and it's a massive improvement from 2042. And
Agreed.
Like, from any Call of Duty game, I think it's a massive improvement. But there's just those stupid quality of life things. Part of the reason why it pisses me off is because they had it right in like Battlefield 4 and Battlefield 3. It's like, what are we doing?
Just please either remaster or just copy paste all your settings from Battlefield 4.
Seriously though, I don't understand why like we're changing things so much in some of these regards. It just doesn't make sense. I don't know, man, but hopefully they do some things to make it better. I want some more guns. I want some more vehicles. I want more vehicle upgrades. I want better maps. Things that are easy fixes, if I'm being honest.
Which they announced they're dropping more maps by this weekend.
Are they? I didn't see any of that. I'm curious.
I thought I heard that secondhand.
Let's see. Let's see if that's true. I'm curious.
We got Mike in the comments. ¿Dónde estás la leche?
Okay, so they have 2 maps coming. Oh, wait. Then they have a 3rd fucking New York map. I swear to God. Blackwell Fields is dropped October 28th. Eastwood is November 18th. And the Empire State is December 9th. So they have 3 maps coming. 2 of them I'm looking forward to. Eastwood is a villa and golf retreat. That could be cool. I don't know. Part of my problem is a lot of people say the best map right now is the oil fields one, which I'm blanking on the name of, but it's from I think Battlefield 3. It's like not a new map.
Yes.
And it's like we can't credit them for making this map.
So it's actually 4. It was one of the DLC options from 4.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you're right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like this is the best map we have, and it's a decade old. What are we doing?
Yeah.
Good EA/DICE devs left and went to Arc Raiders, I thought. New team did 5+. I mean, listen, I'm not going to say the game's bad, because I think it's good, but Operation Firestorm, yes, thank you. I think it's a good game. It's just like it's just stupid things they look past. That it's
Yeah.
like, what are we doing, guys?
For Battlefield fans, it's a movement in the right direction.
Oh, for sure. I mean, we've been going backwards for so many years.
Yes.
But
Although
it's
I
just
was
a lot.
slain on Battlefield 5.
Yeah, Battlefield 5 was good. I mean, it was fun, but it was also very different. I never felt like it was a Battlefield game. It's an outlier to me.
That's fair.
I don't know.
I felt it was way more Battlefield than 1 or 2042.
I mean, that's easy. You don't need much, dude. There are plenty of non-Battlefield games I say where like BitBot's more fucking Battlefield than like it's crazy. I ask with all the love I'm allowed to give Talon. I'm assuming that's with the little HA, but
Yeah, donde está la leche?
yeah.
Where's the milk?
Bad Company 2 is the best Battlefield. That's a fair opinion to have. I would disagree, but it's fair. I mean, Battlefield 2 is definitely one of the better ones. I love Bad Company.
I spent too many hours on 4. 4 is where it's at for me.
I would agree. 4 is a special spot in my heart. I like 3 a lot as well. I mean, Battlefield 2 is great. I think my favorite's probably 4. I've been liking 6. I mean, it's been fun. I don't know.
My only critique with 6, looking inward, is the naming system for all their firearms or their rifles
That's just how it's going to be.
and how they categorize
That's just how it's gonna
the
be.
weapons to the different classes.
Some of them, dude, the 417 is an LMG, and I do not understand why. I don't get it. I don't
No.
understand. Yeah, some of the weapon class. I mean, I'm just a little disappointed in like what they have for options. I mean, like you go to the I've been playing a lot of mechanic with the SMGs, and like I've unlocked them all, and it's like the top 2 SMGs are a Vector and the P90.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to use these.
Yeah.
Where's my PP2K? They had that in Battlefield 4.
Oh, also,
Give me lame stuff.
I didn't see any breakdown of the accessories, but do you remember in 4 where you had all of the accessories available to every rifle or secondary? Specifically the mare's leg, where you had all of the optics available.
There's a lot. Yeah, yeah.
Even like the 16 times
Yeah.
optic. Like
You could put part of the fun was I could build like a revolver with the biggest optic possible on it and like the shoulder stock and build like a right. You could build dumb
Yeah.
things. Yeah.
and it's just like the unnecessary like brag of, hey man, mare's leg, unlocked everything.
Yeah, exactly. Like I have ran this gun to the point where I've unlocked every single. Yeah. No. Yeah. I mean that's what like there's like level cap gaming, you know, and his whole thing was like he'd build replicas like from real kits, you know.
Yeah.
He'd build, and I thought that was interesting. You can't do that in the new games because they're just not. Yeah. As a support main, anything after 1 was terrible for us. Pistols had a faster TTK than primaries.
Yeah.
Yeah. As the assault rifle and the DMRs, like their scaling just isn't great. Just reinstalled Battlefield 2. There are still some good servers running, but it hasn't aged so well, but still fun. I would agree. I was playing a little bit of Battlefield 4 before the Battlefield 6 relief, and I was having fun on some of the servers they had. I really wish there were servers for Hardline, because although it wasn't a great game, it is kind of fun, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
Slug Shotgun with Sniper 7X was goated in 3. Yeah, no, exactly. I dig the game. I'm really like running a tank. Yeah, the vehicles are fun, but they just need more upgrades in general. I mean, they don't have like in Battlefield 4, I could get thermals on it and stuff, and like I can do a lot of cool stuff. Bad Company 2 def had the best story. 4, I would say, had best online. I actually really liked 4's story, personally.
I did as well.
I like the beginning mission when you're in the car and it goes off the bridge and you shoot the glass with your Rex, and then it's cool. And there are unlockable weapons in the campaign and stuff, like 4 multiplayer.
You get all of the
Got the shank and stuff. And...
the dog tags as well.
Yeah.
It's small little Easter eggs that carry over to the online.
Yeah, I'm sure you haven't heard anything about the Battlefield 6 story mode because it basically doesn't exist. I mean, it's there, but like it's not.
It's not complete. It's not flushed out.
It's not. Yeah, it's not. It doesn't feel like anything. It's not great. So. Most maps you can't even drive the vehicles over the map. It's so cluttered and tiny. I heard Firestorm was shrunk 30% for 6. That would not surprise me. I will say, yeah, a lot of the maps are really cluttered and tiny. It's also rough because when it comes to like anti-vehicle weaponry, there's just so much of it. Like every mechanic can potentially run, their launcher and landmines.
Well, isn't it that other classes can get the launcher and landmine as well, or other anti-technical devices.
Yeah, there are other ones. Yeah, there are other devices you can use for sure. Yeah. It's just weird. It's just some of the things they did is weird. It's like, why do we do this? You know?
Yeah. The Battlefield 4 Firestorm map annoyed the heck out of me because there was so much distance between any type of cover or buildings that people might be in.
Yeah.
But it also, I think, changed based on the players we have nowadays versus the players back then, which the players back then are going to be a lot more slow and a lot more meticulous, a little bit more tactical.
Yeah.
Compared to nowadays, it's all Fortnite players that are quote unquote grown up.
Yeah, it's a lot of Call of Duty players in there, you know. I was doing some anti-air stuff, and one of the guys who kept trying to run a helicopter was typing in the chat telling me to go back to Call of Duty. I'm like, dude, if I was, like, I'm sitting in an anti-air shooting you down. I don't know what about that screams Call of Duty to you, but it's fine. Tell me to go back to War Thunder, please. Like, that's okay. Modern COD and Battlefield campaigns have been bad for at least a full decade. I would agree with that. Although, I'm not going to lie, the new Modern Warfare, like Modern Warfare 1, but like the re-release they did in 2018, that had a good campaign. I enjoyed that campaign. That was also when like Call of Duty actually had a good release for once, and people were playing it. I mean, it was peak of COVID, and they had just came out with their Warzone and stuff.
Yeah.
Great times.
I can't believe Warzone's that old/young.
The fact that Warzone was released in like 2018,
yeah,
and it's still the exact same game. They just keep adding more Call of Duties to it.
It's more skins.
It's like so weird. I mean, it makes sense, I guess. If you were going to build a airsoft gun, modeling a gun from Battlefield, what gun would it be? Running gun. Well, I mean, personally, the one that I have built and I do really like is the KA4. I forget what they call it in Battlefield 6. It is something along those lines, but let me find out.
The AK4 or the KA4?
It's the G36 like
G36 or the G3?
It's their G36, but it's the KA4.
That's what I don't get about the naming system. Because Battlefield 6, what I have right above me, L85A3 from G&G, is called the L85A3 in Battlefield 6.
Yeah, so they call it the B36A4 is what they call it. But you can see it has the proper top rail, it has the stock and the handguard that matches the one that's right behind my head right now.
So, yes.
Yeah.
But is that the A4 or is that the K? Modernized K? KM?
It's the KA4.
Oh, okay.
That one is. Well, my replica is. This is a replica of the replica.
Replica of the replica based on the real life.
Yeah. So I would say I mean, that's what I'd go with, is their G36, which is very cool that they have that in the game. I was actually really excited to see that. And I know a lot of the KVB German impression guys who I do the kit with, they were really excited to see that as well, because it is cool. But like, that's my other problem, is all the other guns in the game feel very generic.
Yeah.
Like, Battlefield 4, they had interesting, weird guns.
Yeah. The benefits, pros and cons, like even like looking at the Battlefield 4 like spreadsheets of like how the ballistics are supposed to work and operate at distances and the hit percentage and how much damage at different distances.
Yeah.
That was a way more technical.
Oh, yeah.
I think this is just like assault rifles do X damage, LMGs do X damage, SMGs do X damage.
Yeah, kinda. Yeah, it's kind of rough. Yeah, I don't know. They gotta fix some things. Did you get that broken in better since the Zulu podcast? I assume they're talking about your L85.
I have not gotten it broken in, but I have broken it open.
I have broken it, okay? I'll tell you that much. It's been broke.
It's been broken in some manner or other. So I think what it was is it just had a way weak tension because this is the one that I got from EA Fest, and that one went to a couple different other shows, conventions to show off. So a lot of other people had their hands on it, and it's been shot a whole bunch beforehand. And I think at one point the spring was just under tension for a really long period of time. So it shot with a 3.2 just under 1 joule, it was like 0.95 or 0.97, something like that. Essentially 1 joule with a 3.2. And when I took it apart, there was like no air seal whatsoever. So it's just going to take some minor adjustments to get it more quote unquote operable. But as far as the rifle itself, performed, handled, and I liked it. Other than the unfortunate overcycling that we had at Iron Horse because of the low spring tension.
That'll happen. Gray Bush wants to know, have you seen their L86A2?
I have not seen your L86A2 specifically, Gray Bush, but I am familiar with the L86 series as well. I don't think it's something that I will personally get into.
Yeah.
It kind of fits into that whole M27 IAR where it's a 416 with extra things to make it more assaulty. Same thing as
Make it more assaulty.
the more like the RPK where it's just an AK but a longer barrel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, yeah, for the most part. Good thing you're a tech then, Talon. That's what Gray Bush said.
That's exactly. I am a little bit more familiar with taking things apart.
And putting them back together?
Yeah.
That's easy how it goes. The taking apart's easy a lot of times.
Making sure it goes back together in one piece, that can be the tricky part.
That can be the tricky part. I've built plenty of guns that have not gone back together the way they probably should have.
That's a very consistent rule of thumb. Your first gun never goes back together after you take it apart.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll happen. Yeah.
Any other ones that you've built, like Battlefield 4? When you were playing that, were you inspired for, like, to build an airsoft version of what you were primarily running?
You know, not really, but yes at the same time. I used to love running the Type 88 LMG in Battlefield 4, which is pretty much just a PKM.
Mm-hmm.
And I've always kind of wanted one because of that, but it's also one of those things that I'm not as into, and it's an LMG. That's kind of a pain, and I don't even know where I would store it, like where I would keep it. Like, it's that big, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't even know where I would put it at in my house, so I haven't done it, but I kind of would like to. I mean, as I keep bringing up the PV2K because I have a buddy who built one out because of Battlefield 4, and they're cool. The Airsoft replica of those are cool. I don't know. Is there anything on your mind you want to build out? I mean, that's a pretty cool one. The L80, I mean, not that one specifically, but.
So, funny enough, so I had to double check because I was pretty sure, but it's the M16A4. But I had, for the longest time, a green paint job on it. Because it was like a flat green was like one of the earliest ones you could unlock. And so I was just like, paint job. And because I ran green kit for most of the Airsoft games. So I would like to do another full stock M16 style.
That'd be cool. I wanted to do a just a CS:GO AR where it's just the tube handguard with the suppressor and then the carry handle and that's it. You know, I think they're just nice. They're just clean. That's funny. How's Bullet Bash going to look this year compared to last year? Well, I mean, relatively similar to how we've done it in past years. We're going to be doing a couple things different. One of the biggest things that we're doing different is our raffle. We're doing a silent auction as well as a general raffle. So we're going to have 4 packages that you can kind of put your tickets into to decide which one you want to win. And then we'll have our general raffle, which is just when you show up, you'll get a raffle ticket, and it'll put you into anything that we are giving away that day. Additionally, we'll have G&G here, who will be hosting a shooting competition, so you can go run their shooting comp for a chance to win any of their 3 prizes for 1st, 2nd, and 3rd place. We'll have our own 1v1 competition on the field, so if you want to partake in some 1v1, like a bracket-style competition, you can do that, and 1st place will get a prize for that as well. And then we're just going to have a whole lot of vendors and swap meters here. We're going to have a food truck doing German food out front. So that's really cool. But yeah, it's going to be kind of what you'd expect for most years, where it's a big hangout, a lot of people selling and swapping their personal stuff and looking to buy other people's things. And then we'll have all of the vendors here showing off all their new and good products and what they do in the community. We'll have some games, we'll have some food, we'll have good vibes, we'll have music, we'll have giveaways. It'll be a lot of fun. And we are starting at 10 a.m. It's going to go till 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Raffle's going to start around 3 p.m. So make sure you're here in time for that. And then the field will be open for gameplay from 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. So if you want to go over to the arena, play some Airsoft, they will be open for that. So big, busy day planned, but it should be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Is that the A2?
Yep, that's the LED6A2.
God, I hate it. Why?
So I like it.
I know. It's just the grip with the grenade line. Like, I don't even, like, how are you even supposed to use the grip? Like, I know that's how they actually, like that's kind of an accurate setup. It's just terrible.
So
it's horrible.
It's just like a little bit of a squeeze to get in there, but yeah, that's your bipod. Like, you're not actually supposed to, like, utilize it. That's why they got the grippy back there.
It's terrible. I hate it.
Yeah.
It looks so bad. It's 3 grips on it. It's funny.
So the
Ugly, right?
fun fact on the A2, with that on that charging handle, you got that big paddle. They introduced that on the A2 specifically as a brass deflector. So it is not intended to make it easier to rack the charging handle. It's so that it can push the brass that's coming out of the ejection port away from the shooter.
That makes sense. I figured that. A bunch of lefties, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but even for righties.
Any update on more 4 UAD Magnus Hop chambers for VFC M4 gas blowback rifles? Do you know?
I do not know. Say that again one more time.
4 UAD Magnus Hop chambers for VFC M4 gas blowback rifles.
For UAD, I missed that part.
For WAD.
For WAD.
Yeah.
I do not have any type of heads up as to when we'll be getting those.
Thanks.
I wish I had a better answer. I really do. I don't.
Yeah, unfortunately, you're kind of asking the wrong people. We don't do any of our ordering or receiving, so we don't know off the top of our heads. However, I would assume that they're probably, if it's an item that we typically carry, it's probably on order, and we'll get it soon. For UAD, where do they come from again? It's not overseas, right?
It is from overseas.
Do we know where?
I do not know exactly where.
Are we having tariff problems from them?
We always do, from anywhere overseas.
Might be a little delayed because of tariffs and stuff. It's hard to say. Only Parker. Hey, Am fan. Hello. What's up? Graybush, that's what you said last week. What did you say last week?
About how we should be getting them soon.
Did we say that? We probably did say that last week. I mean, we'll say it every week till we get them.
Because everything's a matter of...
It's always true. We should always be getting something soon, I mean.
So, 4WAD is a Taiwanese company. That's what I had thought, but I didn't want to say anything incorrect. So yeah, that's unfortunately going to.
We might not be getting this for a while. Yeah, that might be waiting a little bit, depending on. Sometimes, depending on the cost per part, it's worth it for us to order them. Sometimes it's just going to double the price or triple it, and it's just not worth it. Like for you guys as a customer to pay that much. It all depends.
Yeah.
Have any of you guys used the El Diablo Euro guns? I'm not familiar. What was that one?
I feel like we talked about this one.
I feel like we did too. Oh, are these the... I think I actually have run one of these. Yes, I have. I've ran this one exactly on their website. On their website, the photo, the one that has Nebula on it, that's a local speed team to us. And one of their, the guy who actually owned that specific replica used to work at the arena for like 1 month. And I ran that gun. I think he actually sold it to Ian at the field.
Oh.
I think Ian bought the Nebula.
Yeah.
I think he bought this exact one that's on their website. So I've ran it before. I mean, it's nice. At the end of the day, it is just a body. I mean, I believe they're 3D or composite printed. So they're high quality. But, I mean, it's going to be an F2 in a Euro build. So it really depends on what you put into it in terms of your barrel build and engine and tuning. I mean, the body itself, they're good bodies. I didn't have any complaints running it, but I also didn't build it, so kind of hard for me to say. We don't carry El Diablo's parts, though. So.
Right, Jazz. I'm starting to get warm.
Yeah, dude, they turned the heat on this week on us.
They did.
The office has been hot. Yeah, but we are looking forward to Saturday. We're really excited. We're going to be starting things off at 10 a.m. here. I mean, I'll be here earlier than that, but especially if you are a vendor and you're set up to sell stuff, I think we have about 40 people signed up right now for just general swap meet. So a lot of people here to be selling and moving things around. Wanted to run mine a Bolt Bash, but AirTac won't send me my parts back. Ah. I think that's who we were talking. No, because that was about Monk, right?
Yes.
Yeah. That sucks. We're actually waiting on some stuff from AirTax as well, and it is currently stuck in customs and not being released, which is not anybody's fault besides customs' fault. So, not really too much we can do about that. But it could be a similar situation, or you could be in your own boat. We will have. We'll have AirTac here. AirTac will be here at Bolt Bash.
Yeah, you can tell them what's up.
So if you want to talk to them in person, they'll be here at Bolt Bash. So you can speak to them.
Like, listen, Square Gang.
Hey,
Square Gang.
Square Gang. My
Square Gang.
order is. But yeah, they'll be here. And then we do carry AirTac stuff if you need some parts. I mean, we got stuff. Depends what you need. Don't build a whole new gun for it, but.
Square Gang. It's killing me right now.
Dude, every time you say that, I just can't. I immediately think of Mayo Gang, which is it's Airsoft GIs. Like,
yeah,
they always call themselves Mayo Gang for some reason. I don't know why. I don't follow Airsoft GI enough to know why.
I also get in my own head because I think of like the anime like cute girl like little finger touches right here. So then you finger touch, but then you finger touch down here as well, and you try to be like really really cool about it.
You're Square Gang. So stupid. That's so dumb.
That's my headcanon.
Fair enough. Additional thing to add on about, just because you said you wanted to play at Bolt Bash, if you are actually thinking about playing at the arena Bolt Bash night, I highly recommend you buy a ticket online before, because it is going to be a busy day, and I would not be surprised in the slightest if we sell out and end up closing off tickets for the day. So if you're planning on playing, buy a ticket online. I highly, highly recommend it. And then also maybe thinking about signing up for a 1v1 comp that's going on during the day before. Just showing out, hanging out for the day, shopping a little bit, doing a 1v1 competition, doing GG's, shooting comp, playing Airsoft. I mean, hey, sounds like a lot of fun to me.
Yeah, just hanging out with fellow nerds.
Yeah, hanging out with all our fellow nerds here.
Hanging out with the Square Gang.
Amped Airsoft sold out confirmed. Bunch of sellouts. Who do we sell out to? If you also saying Lancer again, I'm going to be upset.
Man, those reviews look a little too positive.
I don't know, man. You guys are kind of being a little too nice to people. What can I say, all right? I like Airsoft stuff. I don't know. Looks like someone goes to the gym, Talon.
Which is funny because I did legs yesterday.
I did legs yesterday. This guy. Well, he was talking about me anyway, so.
It's true.
Yeah, you can tell. You can tell
He was talking to me about I should be looking at you for pointers on what to do for arms.
You should. My arms are jacked, and you can tell.
Massive.
Look at that.
Look at that pop.
Look at that pop. Yeah, we should go get 6-packs tattooed.
I'm actually not too far off. Like, if I just stopped with a little bit of ice cream, the peanut butter.
You're not too far off from a 6-pack?
Yeah.
I thought you meant getting a
tattoo.
tattoo.
And I cut down like my carb intake. I could get there. I could get there.
You ain't doing that. You ain't doing that.
I'm not doing that.
You
Bread?
ain't doing that. I was gonna
Rice?
say, you be making too much bread and rice. You ain't doing
Pasta?
that. You ain't doing that.
Yeah.
You ain't doing that.
I be making my own bread.
You ain't doing that. I'm showing up 10 to 12, then might come back later for games. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I mean, honestly, it'll be a fun enough day to hang out all day, but yeah, do whatever you want. I will say, though, that, like, we're going to be doing a couple of raffles, like smaller raffles throughout the day, but I definitely recommend sticking around for our major raffle at 3 p.m. Definitely worth it. It's when we're giving away all the good stuff, a lot of stuff.
Yep.
Bye, Bush.
Later, Gray Bush.
But yeah, we are really excited for that. I mean, that's kind of all that's on our minds, because that's kind of what we've been prepping and working towards for a while now here. So, and after that, we got a break from events, and then we have Eastern Front. Right?
Yep.
Yeah, Eastern Front.
Eastern
Front's
Front.
the next game, which is, what day is that?
November 11th.
Sound like a guess.
That was a guess.
November 7th through 9th.
Oh.
First weekend of November? Second weekend? Second weekend of November.
No, that's the first weekend.
No, the first weekend is the first and second. Right?
No, because then it would be it would go in first weekend. First weekend.
No, the first and second is Saturday, Sunday.
Damn it!
Yeah. Second weekend.
It's squeezed in a Saturday. Well, I count Friday, Saturday, Sunday as a weekend anyway.
Okay, all right. Yeah, so Eastern Front, second weekend in November, and then we got Black Sea Storm and Reindeer Games, which are both first weekend of December. Just super fun. We're looking forward to those. Some cold weather airsoft.
Yeah.
Much love from the Philippines. Hello. Welcome to the chat of Amped Airsoft here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
That's right. USA.
USA.
Eric, I'm going to get drunk and fight Ryan from G&G in the parking lot. And we're selling tickets. Eric, were you watching any of the lives where I was spitballing the ideas of like entertainment or things to do for Bolt Bash, and I wanted to set up a boxing ring, and I could box vendors?
I think that's a great idea. Dude, Andrew really wanted us to get a dunk tank.
I know.
And he was like, he said it to me, and I was like, guess a quote. And then he got me a quote, and I was like, I thought you were joking. And he was like, well, I mean, for this price? And I'm like,
I told him I would do it in full kit.
That's what I told. I said, listen, man, you got to get enough people to agree to actually get in there and do it.
Yeah.
And he said, well, you'll do it, right? And I said, no. I said, no shot. I'm not
like,
getting
you got shit to do.
I'm going to be soaking wet at the beginning of the day, and it's going to be like 50s outside. Like, no, I'm not walking around in wet clothes. Like, no. Yeah. So we are not doing that.
So I brought up the boxing ring. I brought up the Plinko board. I was down to do the dunk tank. Did Andrew just not follow through? No.
Yeah, Andrew didn't follow through. We can blame Andrew for that. Yeah, that's what we'll do.
No, he got you a quote.
He did get me a quote. And I was like, no, we're not doing a dunk tank. I'm not getting dunked. I'm like, I don't know who's gonna.
Yeah, we need a couple more hands to be able to do all these really cool things.
Oh, good afternoon, Lieutenant Storm. I did not see that, but I'm down. I'm glad that you're down to fight people for our amusement, E-House. Dunk tank with tags. That'd be cool. I'd be a fan of that. Yeah, we did not get a dunk tank, unfortunately. If it was summer and the weather was nice, I'd be a lot more for it. I also was open to getting a bounce house. I have a plug. I have a guy for that. But we just don't have the room in our parking lot, honestly. It's going to be full enough with all you guys. Airsoft Doctor said, we can help, guys. What can you help with? If it's with our unofficial boxing ring fight club in the parking lot, sure.
That's right.
Sure. You just got to make it out. We're upset you're not going to be out here.
I've got hand wraps. I've got one pair of gloves.
One pair. We'll do one on each fist.
Yeah.
Each person gets a right hand.
Well, I could wear the gloves, and then everyone else could just wear towels.
Get towels with glass.
No.
Oh, Jesus, man. Oh, yeah, dude. All right, these are great ideas for next year, guys. We'll have to keep them coming.
That's right.
We'll get we'll do skydiving.
We're gonna do lawn darts, but with airsoft bolt action rifles.
We'll do the bow and arrow lawn darts, dude. No, we should do hot potato with some tags. Just toss them around. And
We got a clip of that from Copperhead. It did not work well.
It doesn't. It never does. It never does.
No one ever wants to do a hot potato.
No, someone always ends up tossing it somewhere. Yeah. The first round of the fight is over the pair of gloves. It's for whoever gets them, I guess. I don't know. I think I'd rather the opponent have the pair of gloves.
Yeah, and I've got 18 ounces, so
they
cushion.
They do cushion.
But I can get a heavy bag swinging.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, go for it, man. Parking lot's all yours. I'm not having anything to do with it, though. I'll tell you that much.
You can ask Logan, because he had a punching bag in his apartment when I was hanging out with him. And so we went up to the gym.
Of course he did.
And so I was like listening to music, and I'm like, is my volume just like really low? Because it's just like really loud when I hit this bag.
Yeah.
I'm like, Logan, is this like, am I hitting like harder than normal? He's like, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm sure. That ain't fair enough.
What, you want to be on the receiving end? I can hit you right now.
Do I want to be? No. We're going to do what's his name who does it? It's, who?
The Russian
Houdini.
slap
No,
challenge?
I was going to say Houdini. Harry Houdini. He used to have people punch him in the gut, and then he, like, died from it.
Yeah. You're talking about the pain challenge, dude.
It's Harry Houdini.
No.
What do you mean, no?
The bodybuilder who does all of the painful stuff.
Oh, that's not who I'm talking about, but I know
Oh.
what you're talking about.
Oh.
No, Harry Houdini, he used to, like, have people punch him in the stomach.
Yeah. I thought you were referring to who I was talking about.
I know what you're talking. You're talking about those, like, Instagram reels, yeah? Where he walks around and he punches everyone in the line.
No.
It's so, you don't know
That is not at all.
Do you know what I'm talking about, though?
I do not know what you're talking about.
they're like doing workouts, like bodybuilding stuff, and he like comes down the line and punches them all in the stomach for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know. Loosen up the gut muscles or something. I don't know.
YouTube. Houston Jones. That's who I'm talking about.
I'm not familiar, no.
He's the one that did the airsoft minigun of like how far can I run across the backyard and take this airsoft minigun.
Oh, okay. You're talking about an airsofter. Gotcha.
No. This is like a real bodybuilder.
Okay.
But then he's like, oh yeah, so I'm just going to have someone take their motorbike, rev it up to 100 miles per hour, and then just shove my shin and calf into it.
Why?
And then someone got a mace, like a Morningstar mace.
Yeah.
And then he was taking hits from that across the back.
Okay. I mean, whatever. No, that is not what I was thinking of. I was thinking of Harry Houdini, who famously was punched in the stomach, as he has had people do many times. But I believe he like wasn't ready for it or something, and it caused a rupture. And then like when he went to do his trick, he like died or something.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was one of the complications leading up to his incident.
Yeah, that's what I was in reference to. But I did not know there's a guy who just likes to be a masochist. That's
Yeah.
interesting.
I mean, people look up to him.
What do you think about SSG-10?
It is one of the rifles of all time.
It is one of the rifles.
It shoots airsoft BBs like every other bolt-action rifle.
Yeah, I mean they're not bad. What's funny is I do have one. I have a Novrich SSG-10 that is signed by Novrich, and I've never used it.
Yeah.
I've actually never used it.
So I do want to give you a heads up that the SSG-10, while it is mostly, or not, excuse me, there are parts that are interchangeable with VSR components. It is not exclusively VSR interchangeable.
Yeah.
So there are aftermarket parts that are going to be for the SSG-10 exclusively.
Yeah, but honestly, at the end of the day, it kind of is a VSR-10 clone.
Yes.
But it is a bit proprietary in some regards. But I mean, they're nice. If you're looking for a bolt-action sniper rifle, it's definitely one of the ones to go with. It's not by any means the best or the worst. You might have an easier time with upgrades and stuff down the line going with like silverback stuff just because they're very user-friendly, like to tech and work on. But honestly, if you're going for a bolt action, there's so many like small things that can change things when you're shooting that distance.
Yeah.
That I would recommend doing a lot of research. It is a rabbit hole of information when it comes to bolt action sniper rifles.
Yeah. I've got a buddy up in Wisconsin, Vroom Airsoft, and he exclusively does bolt action rifles. So if you have any bolt action questions, hit him up, and he'll more than likely be willing to do any type of custom one-off builds that you are looking for. One of my rifles that I've yet to do a video on is custom made by him, but that is, there's a bunch of videos I've wanted to personally do.
Yeah.
Lack of time.
With snipers, bolt actions?
No, just with stuff that I have.
Oh, sure. Yeah. I mean, that's how it is.
Yeah.
We don't have enough time to film all the review videos in the world. I wish we did, though. We have a lot. A lot of things to review, a lot of things to look at. Which, speaking of which, is there anything coming out soon that you're excited about to look at and review?
There's not anything that is recently been coming out.
Nexus announced a new engine.
I did see that.
Or a new rendition of their engine.
I did see that.
Yeah.
I haven't spent enough time with the Nexus V1
Yeah.
to be able to like make a strong conclusion about what parts are reinforced or upgraded from that one.
That's fair.
But I would like to do a video clarifying or at least maybe illustrating better the difference between the Polar Star UGS and the Wolverine Wraith stock.
Yeah. Yeah. Interesting. Ehow says the best sniper rifle is a machine gun. In Airsoft,
Truth.
I would agree.
Truth.
I would agree.
For a plastic ball bearing going through a smooth bore.
Yeah, I probably want more.
Yeah.
More.
That is a case where it is accuracy by fire.
It kind of is, to a degree, for sure. Especially when a little gust of wind can change your accuracy a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which kind of was a point of topic at Autumn Justice Stag Ops. Yeah. There was a point where one of our smaller teams was pinned down and taken out by a DMR player who, within Stag Ops, is a recce team, reconnaissance team. So you have 2 people at a minimum that are DMR or bolt action rifle players. The issue in this particular incident was it was a DMR player that had a very fast trigger response on semi-automatic. So when you're allowed to go 1.8 joules and you're using like a 4.5 or a 4.8,
Yeah.
and it's just it seems a little unfair in that case. So it was like a conversation of the point of a reconnaissance team, hence reconnaissance, relaying information, rather than going forward and creating like a choke point along a trail path, which arguably, and I agree with, is also a point of having a recce team, of, you know, slowing down any type of forward movement.
But at that point, you wouldn't have, I feel like, just a 2-man team with DMRs. You'd have a rifleman.
You should, but the riflemen are a lower joule and velocity restriction, so the DMRs are allowed to have a higher one so they can sling the BBs a little bit further.
No, I get that. I just feel like most places then limit the DMR's rate of fire.
Yes, but in this case, it was not. And so the topic of conversation was, do we now limit recce teams to bolt action riflemen, or do we do like a hard enforcement of 1 round a second?
I think the latter. I mean, personally, I would say it would run best if DMR personnel are just have to use a slower rate of fire. I mean, that's just my opinion. I mean, you know, as long as, I mean, and this always assumes that people are going to follow the rules.
Yes.
I mean, it's harder to manage that. Like, someone could easily be shooting at you with their DMR. You don't know if it's a rifleman or not. You're getting shot at really fast. How do you know? How do you enforce it, you know?
Yeah.
But I think under the assumption everyone's following the rules, it would work better if DMR users just limited themselves to around a second.
And part of the conversation is that for Stag Ops, they specifically had a class that you had to take if you were going to be a recce team member.
Oh, yeah?
So you had to go take this sniper course to go and actually participate as a recce personnel. And there's only so many slots available for people that want to have this role. So it's now like, but they've gotten rid of that class that you need to be a recce team member. So do we go back to enforcing the class?
Or get rid of it?
Or do they got rid of it to make it more open and available for players that are traveling longer distance to the event to be able to partake in that event?
I mean, how long is the recce class usually?
I think it was a whole day.
Okay. See, if they could dumb it down to like 2 hours the night before, I'd say they should keep doing it. But I get why they got
There
rid
was
of
a
it.
lot of, the majority of players showed up the morning of the event.
Well, you just can't do it if you're going to be a recce player then, you know?
I know. So it's like, so now the argument is, do you have like a special class, or do you limit it to bolt action rifles? What do you think, chat?
Well, eHouse here said that ammo control tends to balance DMRs pretty well, which if you're doing issued ammo, I could see that very much doing a lot. Like, especially if you're issuing really small amounts of heavyweight BBs, then like your recce team gets 1 bag of 4.5s to split, and the bolt action rifle guy is going to be pissed if his DMR buddy's just plapping off, you know, 4.5s. So like that I understand, but if you're not doing issue, because Stack Ops doesn't issue BBs, right?
They do not.
Yeah, they don't issue them. So then you're really not limited by ammo. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's tough. I'm always a fan of doing like the class style thing that you were saying, where like you show up early, you do a class to learn your role more. I'm always for that with games where they have special roles like this, because like the worst is when people just don't know what's going on, you know?
Yeah.
And like confusion over stupid rules like rate of fire on a DMR is dumb. So it's like being able to clarify all that before to those specific people is nice, but trust me, there are games that do way less. So I'm glad that Stack Ops is looking at, or anybody's looking at, the intricacies of a DMR role. But I've been to so many games that don't even care about where the spawns are that it's like great. You know?
Certain event coordinators as well.
It depends.
That are like, hey, only like an X amount of magazines on you or X amount of pyrotechnics on you. And
Yeah,
then
I think
nobody follows that.
Yeah. Well, like Lion Claws, I can't say how the how well they enforce the rule, because I never saw any enforcement. I never really saw anyone break it, but I didn't see any enforcement either of their 2 grenades per person rule. I just don't really see how it'd be possible to enforce. Like, having been there and played it, like it could have been pretty easy for me to have 8 more grenades in my dump pouch and just refill when I'm not standing in front of a ref. Like, I mean, I don't know how the enforcement was done. I didn't see anyone get enforced. I mean, I didn't throw a single grenade all weekend, so it didn't matter for me. But yeah, it's interesting to kind of see that, and I don't know. It's just like some rules. Like, I've been at CQB fields where they'll have rules where it's like you can't shoot through pallets, but then like half their field is pallets as barriers, and it's like I don't know how you're gonna enforce this or expect it to be enforced. Like, it's better to just not have the rule, because I'm gonna get shot through a pallet and then I'm gonna be like, should I call it or should I not call it? Technically you weren't supposed to do it. I'm not trying to cause problems. It's like weird. It's like, just don't make it a rule.
Yeah.
If you can't enforce it well, it just shouldn't be a rule. You just gotta do things that go around it in a way.
I've been to really weird fields where it was a way more casual field, and they put some of their like interior buildings, which is just like a 5 foot by 5 foot structure that has stairwells going up to it, and it's like a 3 foot like open space from the floor to the bottom of this hut, and it's just 4 legs, and so it's really easy to you just run up to it and then just slide, do a baseball slide, and pop up on the other side. So it's like, it's not hard to crawl or get underneath. But then when you see someone who is on the other side of this building and you shoot their legs and torso that is on the other side, underneath the hut, and then I get called out for shooting underneath the buildings, and I'm like, well, nobody explained that to me. Well, and it also seemed extremely obvious. Like,
and that's one of those things where, like, yeah, I mean, that is a big part of what I mean by, like, if you can't enforce the rule all the time, then you just shouldn't have it.
Yeah.
Because what's going to happen is, like, every single day that you have open play, rental player, someone who hasn't been there's their first time on the field, they're going to make that mistake. If it's that obvious and easy of a mistake to make, then just get rid of it and let people shoot it. Yeah. Or put a barrier up, make it closed off.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, we can't...
Curtains, drapes, rugs,
you can't expect every
anything.
player to always know that this big open space is not allowed to be shot through.
Yeah.
It's
something that is so easy to maneuver and just crawl underneath.
Are you a fan of fields hosting limited class events? If you mean that in the sense of kind of what we've been discussing, where it's like LMG support classes and sniper classes and stuff like that, I'm all for it. I think it makes the game a bit more fun, a bit more unique. It takes away that like pain sometimes of people like putting a drum mag in their CQB gun and then just blowing through it all game,
What I would like to see, talking about limited class at fields, is indoor fields that will do like pump spring shotgun night.
Sure.
Or standard pistol night with like no extended magazine, no adapter, no HPA conversions, and bring it back like
nowadays.
Old school.
So many people run it with adapters and conversions and stuff that it's like it's hard to even.
But if that is now like the commonplace for like their primary weekend, if that is their customer base, then have that weird one-off night where you can get outside of the norm.
Yeah.
Or if there's just such an odd mix, make it a night of speed softies with the Euro builds, and then another night for the classic old school stock setup.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm always a fan of fields just doing different things to like switch up how the gameplay runs and stuff. I mean, I'll say my biggest issue a lot of times when going to certain fields is sometimes I'll be there for like an open play, regular day of gameplay, and then we end up getting hit with like the weirdest game modes on the planet, and I don't actually get to play Airsoft all day. I end up doing other weird things, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like zombies or something. Like, I don't want to play zombies.
It depends
Or
on
infected,
the field.
you know? It depends on the field, but for the most part, I typically don't want to play infected. I'm like, I want to do team-on-team Airsoft, so.
Yeah. Like here, it's really hard to do like infected.
Yeah.
If you were to do like amoeba, that'd probably be fun.
Sure,
where you have to like have constant contact with whoever's part of your amoeba chain. That would probably be fun with like either spring pistols or a spring shotgun.
Yeah.
But like classic zombies have no guns whatsoever, and they can do like a full run at like MK. That'd be really good.
Nelson Peanut says that's how it should always be for recon. Only certain people can really be recce. Yeah, I mean it depends on the event, but I do think that like you can't just have like randomly assigned recce teams because then they just don't do what recce teams are supposed to do, you know?
Yeah. Then it's just
It's gotta fall into a role.
It's just an A&K SR25 that's got a fusion engine and a max trigger in it.
Exactly. And they're just dumping on kids.
Yeah.
All right, last thing before we leave, since it is 2 o'clock. What's up, party people? Hope you're all doing well. Can't wait to see y'all at EF4 EG/Amped Part 2. That is Eastern Front 4, which we are excited to see you at as well, Peanut, but we're going to be there second weekend of November. But before that, you cannot forget that this Saturday is Bolt Bash, starting at 10 a.m. Be here at our physical location in Pittsburgh, PA, 2250 Noblestown Road. This Saturday, 10 a.m. Show up, hang out all day, get your raffle ticket, be here for the raffle at 3 o'clock, be here for games after at the arena. It'll be a lot of fun. We'll be hanging out, we'll be selling things, we'll be having a lot of fun. So we'll see you guys there, and I think that's all. You got anything else?
Nothing. Be there or be square.
Be square, gang. All right. Later.